Hey guys, welcome back. So now that we've started this user info section, what we're going to do is add the subscriber button now. So the button which shows when you're not on your own profile, and you see this button to allow you to subscribe to that user or not. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go back to our profile generator, and just between here where we return this HTML and where we have our sub count, what we're going to do is create another property there. We'll just say button equals, and then this arrow create header button, button like that. Okay, now let's go and create that function. So I'll copy that function name and then go down to the bottom and let's create it here. So we'll say private. So it's private because we're calling it from inside this class, and then function, and then paste the name in there. And all we're going to do is check to see if the user's on their own profile, and if they are, we'll just return an empty string. So if this arrow user logged in obj arrow get username equals, and then this arrow profile data arrow get profile username, then that means they are on their own profile, so we just want to return an empty string. So if I scroll up, we just need to put that button inside the empty div we created. So I'm taking that button variable, and all we're going to do is put it inside there. And actually we'll put it inside its own div as well. So what I'll do is around that, I'll just put a div class of button item like this, and then I'll put a closing div after that button. So move the button over and then put a closing div like that. Great. Give it a save and hopefully we'll see, no button because we are on our own profile, so we shouldn't see a button. But if I go back to here, or actually go back to here and click on something else, when we do this next part, you should see a subscribe button. So let's go and finish this off and we'll check. So on the else block, so this means they're not on their own profile and we want to actually create the button. The good news is we've already wrote the function for this, so we don't actually the good news is we already have the function which will create the subscribe button for us. We used it on the video page to allow you to subscribe to that person. So let's just return that. So return and then button provider colon, and then let me just check what the function was called. This get subscriber button function from the button provider class. So I'll copy that name, and it takes a connection variable, a user2 object, and then a user logged in object. So call the function. First variable is going to be this the connection variable. The second one is going to be the user object of the person whose profile we're on. And let me scroll up. Do we have that here? We have this profile username, but in profile data we have the profile user object right here, so we can just return that. So what I'll do, I don't think we have a function for that though yet. No, we don't. So we need to create a function in the profile data class which just returns this profile user object variable. So public function get profile user obj like that, and all it's going to do is just return this. Make sure you spell this correctly. This arrow profile user obj like that, and copy that function name, and let's just call that. So at the bottom in that function we were just writing, I'll just say this arrow profile data arrow get user profile obj. Now obviously this line's getting quite long, so what I'm going to do is press enter. I can move these onto a line below. Just move that over a little bit and press enter there, and you can move these onto separate lines if you want to keep it like that, or if you want to do it on one line that extends past the side of the page, you can just scroll across and see it. That's fine too, but I'm just going to move on to separate lines just for the benefit of people watching this. It might be easy for them to see. Okay, so underneath that we just need the user logged in object, which we know is just this arrow user logged in object, and that should be it. If we save that, we can go try it out, but I notice this is unsaved. Let me go back to here and just save this file, and then now we should be good. So I'll refresh the page now. Hopefully we see a subscribe button. If I click on that, it should work as well. So I'll click on that, and you can see the functionality of the subscribe button is still there for us, and we don't actually have to do anything for that. We already did it. So it's just a little bit of styling to do, but that's not a problem. We can do that